Hello everybody, this is Andrew, also known as NatureMan. Today we're going to be talking about good columnar evergreen trees. First up on the list is the Cuprocina Norway spruce. Probably the most narrow Norway spruce on the market. Gets fairly tall like the species, about 40 feet tall, but only gets 6 to 8 feet wide at maturity. Extremely narrow, good to make screening, and closer to a foundation. Next up, we have the Taylor juniper. This is a very columnar variety of the native eastern red cedar, Juniperus virginiana. Having a similar growth habit to the Italian cypress, it gets about 30 to 35 feet tall by just 2 to 3 feet wide. I will show you some taller examples. These specimens right here are over 15 feet tall and only 2.5 feet wide. Taylor junipers. This one right here is the Juniperus communis, also known as the common juniper. This specific cultivar is the gold cone. So it flushes bright golden yellow in the spring with the new growth, and it has just a lime green color throughout the summer and winter months. Gets up to about 8 to 12 feet tall by just 1 to 2 feet wide. This specimen is flirting with 8 feet tall and roughly about 1.5 feet wide. Extremely cold hardy, native up to the Arctic Circle. So if you're like in a zone 1, 2, or 3, like in Canada or Alaska, you can grow this. It's hardy to near 70 below 0 Fahrenheit. And you can even make a small screen. They're very slow growing, and again, 8 to 12 feet tall, 1 to 2 feet wide. And this is the gold cone. There's also a green one called pencil point that does not flush yellow, but it has the same exact growth habit. These right here are the emerald green arborvitaes, perhaps the most common narrow evergreen used in landscaping in the eastern United States. Thuya occidentalis smarged, but that's just its patent name. It's called the emerald green. Very slowly reaches 15 feet tall by 4 to 5 feet wide. Grows a growth rate of only 3 to 5 inches a year, so very slow, will not outgrow a space in any short period of time. Full sun to partial shade. Hardy in USDA zones 4 through 8. This one I really like. It's a fairly new variety and not very common. It's called the Northern Spire arborvitae. Now this is going to be a Thuya plicata. It has more of a fluffier, larger needle. And this is another one than the classic emerald. Emerald green's a bit more compact and smaller needled. The Northern Spire is a bit more open and airy, but also more dense. It's just merely a different look, but it gets the same size, 15 tall, 4 to 5 wide. Northern Spire, emerald green. It's of a Thuya plicata, a little less hardy, only hardy to zone 5, zones 5 through 8. This one right here is the amber gold arborvitae, Thuya occidentalis jantar. Perhaps the most golden variety, or the most golden form of arborvitae. Retains this bright glowing yellow all year round. Same size as the emerald green, 15 foot tall, 4 to 5 feet wide.